Dear viewers, I welcome you to the PPT video presentation on the subject Financial Accounting 1, which is there for BCom first semester at VSK University, Bellary. I am here to discuss the introduction, meaning, definition of financial accounting. First, let us try the introduction of financial accounting. Accounting is termed as a language of business, and the basic function of that language is to serve as a means of communication to the following stakeholders of a business unit. Here, the term stakeholders in the sense the individuals or institutions who are interested in working pattern of every business unit. That's why the very object of financial accounting is to serve the requirements of the stakeholders called as interested persons. The stakeholders of a business unit can be listed as under: number 1, owners; number 2, creditors; number 3, employees; number 4, government; and number 5, society. If we want to discuss briefly the concept of these stakeholders, the owners stands for who are the cornerstone of the business, as they have invested their funds. That's why they are interested in knowing the working pattern of their business. Similarly, secondly, we are calling creditors. Creditors are those persons who will supply the funds to the business whenever the business is badly in need of. So that's why creditors are very interested in knowing the financial position of the business before extending any help to the business. Thirdly, we are calling as employees. After all, the progress of the business is much more depends upon the performance of the employees. So that's why the employees are interested in knowing the progress of the business so that their standard of living may be changed accordingly. And fourthly, we are calling as a government. The government is very interested in collecting the tax from the business. That's why before going to design or before going to fix the level of tax, they are very interested in knowing the profit position or the performance of the business. And lastly, we are calling as a society. Society is interested in knowing the social responsibility incidents of the business. After all, the business is exploiting the society resources for making its profit. So that's why we are rightly calling as the business of business is not business. In the sense, the business unit should always not concentrate on the profit. At the same time, it should also think of the social welfare of the society. So that's why society is also interested in knowing the progress or the working pattern of that business. So the requirements of all the above stakeholders can be met by the subject called as a financial accounting. After having the discussion of financial accounting introduction, let us go to the next aspect called as the meaning of financial accounting. See, financial accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and presenting the financial aspects of business, dealing and interpreting the result thereof. In the sense, the business is going to operate for a definite period. During the course of its defined period, it will take its own transactions with different persons, different institutions at different times. So, recording, classifying, and presenting of this data can be done through the subject called as financial accounting. So, financial accounting is confined to 3 steps. Number one, recording the data. Number two, classifying. Whatever we have collected the data, that data should be systematically classified. After classification, the very purpose is to communicate the same to the stakeholders. So that's why at the third step, we are going to communicate the data in the form of tabulation or in the form of any chart. So this is the meaning of financial accounting. After having discussed the meaning, let us go for the next issue called as a definition of financial accounting. According to the American Accounting Association, stands for AAA, accounting is a process of identifying, measuring and communicating economic information to permit informed judgment and decision by the users of such information. So according to this AAA, means American Accounting Association, accounting is a process. It is a chain, in fact, which will identify the data. After identifying the data, it will collect the data and analyze the data. After analyzing, analyzed data will be systematically presented either in the form of table or in the form of chart or in the form of running matter to the persons who are interested in studying the same. So this is the definition stated by the American Accounting Association. After having discussed about the definition of this accounting, let us go for the next issue, that is called as need of accounting. In the sense why the accounting is required, that can be studied under the heading called as a need of accounting. The following are the needs of accounting, why we are going to earmark or we are going to save so much of time, energy and money for the subject called as accounting. The first need is creating records. Of course, what is happening in the business can be studied by going through the records, by going through the different kinds of records. That's why the very first requirement of the accounting is to create the records. The records may be final accounts. For example, I think in the next session we are going to study the final accounts. Final accounts stands for your trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet and so on and so forth. So the very first need of accounting is to create the required records. The second requirement is creating evidence. Once we create the records, every record should be supported by the vouchers or any evidence. Supporting evidence in a sense, the supporting documents should be produced for each and every entry or for each and every book of entry, what we can be able to say. The third requirement of accounting is to decision making. The accounting is much more useful for taking the decisions. Decisions regarding the investment, decision regarding the business expansion, decision regarding the divisible of profit. Like that, we will take so many kinds of decision on the basis of this financial accounting. So that's why accounting is badly in need of for decision making also. And next, the fourth requirement is control. If at all we want to control the activities of business, there should be a required sufficient information. That sufficient information should be in monetary terms. So that monetary terms information is being provided by the accounting. That's why accounting is very much needed for getting the information in quantitative form, so that we can be able to control the business units as and when it is necessary. And the next point is that next requirement or next need of accounting is prevention of frauds and losses. Definitely, see, in spite of the sincere efforts of the management, there may be lapses in day-to-day functioning of business. The lapses may be frauds and losses. That frauds and losses can be prevented whenever these frauds and losses come to the notice of the management. See, when these lapses will come to the notice, if there is a sufficient information, then these frauds and losses will come to the notice. So that's why the sufficient information is being provided by this accounting. And lastly, we are telling tax liability. After all, the tax liability is going to be calculated on the basis of the net profit of the business. So that's why net profit position of a particular business will be supplied by only financial accounting management, not any other management. So that's why financial accounting is very much needed for all the above factors will emphasize. Next we are going to the issue called as the importance of accounting or the uses of accounting. See, what are the uses or what are the advantages of this accounting can be looked into as. See, first there are so many stakeholders. As we have already listed the stakeholders may be owners, investors, creditors, employees, government and general public. See, all these persons will be benefited by this financial accounting. In what way the financial accounting is useful to all these individuals? Let us see one by one. The first one is called the advantages of accounting to the owners. Advantages to the owners in the sense, owners are the persons who have invested their funds. So that's why the owners are very much interested in knowing the welfare of the business. So that's why the welfare of the information or the welfare of the business or progress of the business can be studied in the subject called as a financial accounting in the form of gross profit or net profit. The second stakeholder is called as an investor. Investor is the person who is going to invest his funds in the business. So before going to take the decision of investment, the investor is interested in knowing the financial health of the business. The financial health of the business can be studied with the help of financial accounting. In the sense, the financial accounting is the only subject which will supply the required information to the investor for taking his decision. And the third person is called as a creditor. Creditor is a person who will not only supply the money, he will supply some materials, machines or any other in-kind supplies. So that's why before going to extend any in-kind supply to the business, the creditor is interested in knowing its credit worthiness, what we will call as credit worthiness in the sense repayment capacity of the business. The repayment capacity of the business can be studied in the subject called as a financial accounting in the areas of this balance sheet, where we will come to the entire financial position of the business, so that creditor will decide whether he should supply the goods and services to the business or not, depending upon the financial position of that particular business. Next stakeholder is called as an employee. Of course, employee and business are correlated. So as long as employee is going to work very effectively, the business will take its turn as a progressive trend. If anything goes wrong with the employees, ultimately that will adversely affect the business progress. So that's why employee is also very much interested in knowing the progress of the business, which will become the motivation for his working culture. So that's why employee can also study the progress of the business in the form of profit and loss account, trading account and profit and loss appropriation account, so that he will know the progress of the business. Next stakeholder is called as a government. Of course, nowadays government is implementing so many social welfare programs. For that to reimburse the social financial programs burden, they are expected to collect the tax from the business units. So that's why government is interested in knowing the profit trend of different business units, so that they can collect the tax from different business. For collecting the tax, the net profit of every business is the base. That's why the financial accounting provides the requirements of government for fixing the tax as and when it decides to do so. And lastly, we are calling as a general public. As we have already noted down, every business is exploiting the natural resources of the society, and every business is functioning in general public scenario. That's why it is the duty of the business to spend a fraction of profit for the welfare of the society. So that's why society is also interested in knowing the profit position of every business, so that their social requirement may be met by the business. Then afterwards, we are looking into the aspect called as objectives of accounting. See, what are the objectives of accounting? The objectives of accounting may be listed as under. The first one is called as to maintain complete, proper and systematic records. Definitely. See, I think every business is going to be measured. Every business is going to be scaled for the span of 12 months. That is called as in the financial year. The financial year spreads from 1st April of the first year and 31st March of the next year. For example, now we are in the financial year of 2020 and 21. The financial year starts from 1st April 2020 and ends on 31st March 2021. During this period, every business will maintain so many kinds of records. That kind of records will be maintained by the accounting process. The second objective is to ascertain the profit or loss of a business. Of course, the health condition of the business can be certified in the form of either profit or loss. That profit or loss position can be studied with the help of this accounting. And third objective is to find out true and correct financial position of the business. Of course, here the balance sheet of every business will explain the entire financial position of the business under the heading called as a financial accounting. That's why the financial accounting is studied to know the exact financial position of a particular business through the balance sheet. Next object, to have effective control over the performance. Definitely, I think it is a supervision yardstick, what we will call it as. The financial accounting is a supervision yardstick to control the entire performance of the business by having a control over the incomes and expenditures. Here we are calling as a rational spending technique. Rational spending technique in the sense we have to rationally use the income and we have to rationally control the expenditures, so that we can, if we control these two aspects, it is as good as having control over all the performance of the business. Next objective is to satisfy the legal requirements. Definitely. See, every business is functioning under the supervision and control of the legal aspects. Here, legal aspects in the sense company is business unit or a company is expected to prepare its own legal documents called as either memorandum of association or articles of association and so on and so forth. These are all the non-monetary issues. As far as non-monetary issue is concerned, on 31st March of every year, they are expected to file the return with the income tax, and they have to file their audited financial statements with the Director of Companies Act 1956. So, the legal requirements of Companies Act 1956, the legal requirements of the Indian Income Tax Act 1961 can be met by this financial accounting subject on right time. And last object is to prevent errors and frauds of a business by their quick corrections will be there. See, as and when correction, this is called as and when correction process. See, whenever any frauds and errors occurs in the business, that should be corrected there and then, so that these lapses will not occur repeatedly. So that's why the last but not the least, here this is called as a high bird view yardstick. See, before going to occur all these lapses, we should be very careful so that we can be able to minimize the likely errors and frauds in the future. So that's why there is a standing proverb called as prevention measures are far better than the corrective measures. That function is being rendered by this financial accounting in the business. So this completes the process of this accounting in the subject called as financial accounting.